Hello! So it's a final stage to finish the miniatures. We want to finish our Ghazghkull. And Ghazghkull, I don't know if I called properly, so no worries, sorry for that. And Makari, also from the Prophecy of the Wolf box. So here's our miniatures. So the main idea for base for those guys is create a mat that are done is done on the battlefield. So you know, on the battlefield there are a lot of the tanks with the trucks, so there is not a lot of the steel soil. So I want to create a mat. So for that I need a mixing bowl. Let's call it mixing bowl for the plaster. I need a simple plaster. You can dental plaster or something like this. It's much more stronger. But you know, there is a you know what the situation is in the world, so you can't get all the things if you want to, because some shops are closed. So I had to go to the first shop that could sell me a plaster. Okay, so I put a little bit of plaster. Maybe I will put more plaster. Okay, I think it's enough. Maybe we will add more. Next is some gravel, sand, whatever you call it. If I call something bad, sorry for that. I'm not, my native language is not English, I'm Polish. Okay, so here's a little bit of the, maybe more. Okay, I want some more, because I need a structure. We will see in the process, so I don't hide it. It's very simple base, seriously. Okay, so now I want to add some pigments. I will not tell you what colors are those. Some of them I don't know, because they are no names. So I just put. If you want to, you can choose any other pigment. So just don't look at my pigments, because no, I've got no taste. So I need a brownish one. This is like somewhat greenish. Anyway, we will paint. Okay, so I will use a pigment mix for paints. You know, those paints that you use to paint a wall. Okay, let me see. I want to put some foliage. I took a little bit of moss from the forest. It was a very long time ago. So I want to put that. Just mix it. Of course, then I will add some of this when we finish, to create a nice effect of the mixed and squeezed foliage. Oh, that will be tasty. So okay, so I will speed up, I think, I hope I will see that in the montage. And whatever. So now I want to add some water, and magic begins. Just a little bit. if there is necessary, you can add more water, more plaster, so don't be worried. Opa. Oh, it's very grey. It doesn't look like a mud. So here you go. Oh, let me mix it. I haven't used that for many years. Last time I've done this kind of the base was like 2 or 3 years ago. I believe it was on Mokrasha from Orcs. We need more pigment, as you can see. We need more pigment, but you see the texture? Oh, it's so freaking awesome. I almost swear said a bad word. Sorry, but I'm amazed. Okay, so messy job. Oh, there is still needed a little bit more this pigment. Okay, this will be fun. Seriously. Oh, as you can see now, it is. Remember to use very old cloths. Then you find almost probably does not hear me, but wow! Oh, this is the pigment I was looking for. You see the color? Oh, it's awesome. I want to use more of this pigment, but probably it won't have any effect on this because it's a dry pigment. As I told you, I haven't used that technique for a while. I know that I want to add some old branches. This is old roots from the, I don't know what kind of and leaves. So as you can see, we are mixing everything. Okay, so the plaster is getting harder, so we need to hurry up. Okay. Oh, now it looks great. So now time for Ghazghkull, and let's put this mud on the. Wait a second, because there is no light. Oh shit! Oh, sorry for that. Now I think it's better. So now let's add some mud. Wow, isn't wow, it looks very nice, but it will need a little bit of the gets harder. I think I can fail. Sorry, but I forgot that plaster gets stronger and stronger, harder, and when it dries. Well, okay, it's still wet enough. You know, you need to have things that are wet. Wet things are good. Don't be worried about anything. Whoa! No! It gets like... Oh, shit. So I think I failed, because the plaster is now very thick, and I can't put that on the base, and it gets... shit. Sorry for the abusive language, but I didn't expect that it will get strong. You know what I mean? Okay, I will shut up and just save it with my fingers. Oh man, this is gonna be... It's like a meme. Jesus. And I need to put some of that on the Macari. Oh man, I'm so bad at this. So I wanted to show you how to create a nice base, but I just screwed that. Okay, now let's put this. Oh, let's see if it helps. Please help, please help, please help. Okay, it works. It really works. Okay. Oh, jeez, that's a good thing. So as you can see, when it gets okay, when it gets dry, it's really nice. It's really nice to, so you can sculpt it. I mean, create a texture that you want. For example, tracks or something like this. We will not do this right now because I almost failed while recording that. Oh, I was checking if I was recording sound. There is a sound, so it's okay. It's a good sign. So let's get this dirty. There will be needed rust. Okay, and then I will add some blah 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 blah. So as you can see, those dead branches really makes a lot of the interest to the base. So he got dirty a little bit, but who cares? Nobody. It's an orc. It gets dirty. And there will be a lot of blood. Okay. So as you can see, I don't want to overdo. But I can't leave the base without the texture, without the matte. So later I will add some effects like I don't know, oily matte, something like this, or fresh matte, you name it. Okay. It looks quite nice. You will see the final result later. Okay, so our base is dry, plaster is dry, but it's really easy to peel off. So for that we will need PVA glue. I just left the base for overnight to let it dry. So for that, now to make it more solid, we will need PVA glue. Sorry for my voice, I just woke up, so it's a little bit different than before. Okay, so let's add some water. Don't worry if it's a colored water with the paint. No matter, because we will color the base. So for now I just want to add some PVA glue to the base. Very diluted PVA glue. Okay. Oh. And let's put this onto the base with the applicator. So the whole base must be covered with this glue. Because the plaster is very weak. And once again, you'll have to leave the base to be completely dry. Okay, so the base PVA glue is completely dry. So as you can see, it's strong. So let's start painting that. To be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will just experiment. So I will use Rhinoxide as a first shadow. I didn't want to achieve such a bright bronze color, but you see, sometimes you want something and you get something else, something different. So I'm just shadowing that with Rhinoxide. Great, it's time for medium olive from Ghazghkull. I want to add some green colors, that there is a, for example, moss, but not so much. Time for highlighting. For that I want to use German Camel Pale Brown from Ghazghkull. Remember that you will get probably different color of the matte, so Okay, so let's add final highlight that I added some ivory in the mix. Time for chestnut ink dance from Ghazghkull. Now it's time for Cavalry Brown from Ghazghkull. Okay, let's dry brush base with German Kamil, Pale Brown and Ivory. So it's already on wet palette, and just let's dry brush the base. Okay, so I prepared some pigments. I will not tell you what the colors are, because those are no-name pigments. So I will apply a wash with those pigments over the base. I see some pigments are very nice to be mixed, and some of them are just really bad. Okay, so let's start applying. Okay, so now I want to use wet ground effect, because you know mud is wet. So I already applied some of this on the ground. Okay, it looks like this right now. But don't worry, let it dry. In the meantime, I want to add some, let's see this effect, I can't remember, it's engine oil, fresh engine oil. Oh, it will be very nice, I think. Okay, so let it dry and we will see final effect. Maybe I will add some pigments or no, we will see.